All right, welcome back. This is Ty's Tidbits, and today I'm doing something different for the holiday. So, I do a lot of cooking. As you can see, Chef Ty is in the house. One of the things I know you did not know about me, now, you might know I was a musician, I play, I do a lot of things. I got a lot of things under my umbrella. But one of the main things is that I love to cook. My mom has taught me very well on how to cook as a young kid, and this is what I like to do. So today, I'm gonna bring a few meals to you. So I'm in my kitchen today, but one of the things that I wanted to share, and I'm sure most of you already know this, is that if you're in the kitchen cooking, for me, you wanna tie your hair up. Because there's nothing worse than eating a piece of a nice plate of food and then somebody has hair in their food because you didn't do the due diligence with tying your hair up and making sure there's no loose hair. Another habit is to make sure that you're constantly washing your hands. So I have my soap here and I have my sanitizer. Usually when I'm going through my kitchen and I'm doing things, I'm washing my hands, making sure there's no germs or anything on my hands. So those debates, so now we're gonna get into today. So today what I'm gonna do a chuck roast. This has been sitting overnight. This is the chuck roast. You can go out $16 to $20 depending on the size. But I'm doing a chuck roast. And I'm doing it in my crock pot. So it's gonna sit for like about 6 to 7 hours. I'm gonna chop some onions, season it, and just let it sit. It's always a good additive to add to the other spread with the canned yams, mac and cheese, of course fried turkey, etc. Sometimes you may want some little pieces of chopped roast to add along with that with the gravy and the rice, etc. You know how we do it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started, but right now I'm gonna go ahead and tie my hair up right quick. Tie my hair up. That way it's out of the way. There's nothing hanging down. Then I'm gonna wash my hands. Take a look at some of the other things that I have here. I have all my seasonings out here along with my onion, because this is basically all that we need right here. We don't need too much more than this. Let's take a look at it real quick. Right there, and I have my onion, and it's pretty basic. I just got some seasoning salt, right? Basic, don't have to get fancy with it. I have some garlic powder, all right? Also have some crushed pepper flakes. All right, and this is what I live by, parsley. If you don't know about parsley, I put parsley on everything. I put parsley on my salad. I love parsley. And then for added flavor, of course, regular pepper, all right? And then we have Old Bay seasoning. This is what makes the meat, all right? And then I have a regular onion. So here's the thing, when I do the onion, I cut my onions up in blocks. I don't slice them like real small and fine because I want them to cook in the crock pot for like about 6 or 7 hours. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. Another thing that I did real quick, but if you can look here, in my crock pot, I added water. I put the pepper, I put all my seasonings. This is the base. This is how you cook a roast. You only need about this much water in your crock pot. You don't need a lot, right? Just like about this much water on the bottom, because your meat is going to sit in the crock pot and it's just going to just sizzle for 5 or 6, 7, 8 hours. But I have a couple of settings on my crock pot. I have high and I have low. I usually put it, if I want to get it out the way, I'm not in no rush and I'm not today, I will put it on the low setting and just let it cook for like 8 hours all the way through. I'll come back in 3 hours. I poke holes on top of the beef. Then I'll take a spoon and I'll base the juices on top of it. Oh yeah, I really do it. I put it down. And then move the onions and everything around, and I put the top back on and cook for another 3 hours. Do it slowly, maybe 3 or 4 hours. And I just come there early and just base it and make make sure the meat is cooking evenly on all sides, and put some of the juices all around the top part of the meat, because I'm going to have seasoning on top of the meat, and I don't want that to dry out. So it's very important that you put your base or the foundation of your liquid, the juices, the gravy, you put that on top. So that's about it. So we're going to go ahead and get started real quick. We'll be back in a second. And we're done. Here's the final. See that? Oh my goodness. Look at the meat. Look at the seasonings. Oh my goodness. Onions. Look at this juice. Still bubbling. This is after like about 6 hours, 7 hours, about 6 hours.